Homeless Can Change the World by Samantha Wolf. So how does helping the homeless change the world? By show of hands, how many of y'all have ever seen a homeless person and thought, oh, they probably deserve to be on the streets for their actions? Okay, and by show of hands again, how many of y'all have thought the complete opposite and wanted to help them? All right, so helping the homeless changes the world because it impacts the community, it impacts your life, it changes your view on the world, and it also gets people off of the street. So how does it impact the community? According to Caring Works, homelessness isn't someone else's issue. It has a ripple effect throughout the community. Caring Works is an organization that strives to help one homeless person at a time. The cost of a homeless person to live on the streets is startling to see, and Caring Works tells us how communities are the ones that cover these costs. In the end, this ultimately ends up affecting the community. What is the impact on your life? It impacts what other people and yourself think of the homeless people. It affects how you see the homeless people, and it impacts your life when you do something about it. So what do other people and yourself think of homeless people when you first see them? Many people blame the homeless for the situation they are in. People are wired to distrust people who they feel are not making good contributions to the community. According to Judy from the Soup Kitchen, she says, most of us are just one paycheck away from living on the streets. It only takes one failed relationship or the death of a loved one to turn someone's life upside down. And if it were you in that situation, you would want help too. So how does it affect how you see the homeless? Many people do not recognize the homeless as members of our society. Many people also do not recognize the homeless as the humans they are. They are seen as useless. They are seen as not contributing to the community. They are shamed for being in the place they are. According to Davis, homelessness is a tragedy, but it does not have to define a person's entire character. In this photo over here on the right, this is Donna and my family. Now, most people would just drive by Donna and they wouldn't care to stop and help her or hear her story. Whereas me and my family, we like to go out and pray with homeless people, not because of what they look like, but because we want to help them. We want to become friends with them and show them the true impact of what Jesus has on their life. So how does it impact your life when you do something about it? It changes your viewpoint on the homeless. It gives you satisfaction knowing you made a difference. According to Judy, helping the homeless creates a rare kind of satisfaction that no amount of money could ever buy us. Over here on the right is Bruce, the first homeless person we ever helped. When I went out and helped Bruce for the first time, it greatly impacted my life. I did not know what kind of satisfaction I was going to get from it until it happened. So it changes your view on the world. You realize that they too are humans. You make a choice to help them. You begin to see how others think of the homeless, and you realize the difference you are making and begin to impact the world. So how does it get people off of the streets? Here I'd like to show you a few pictures and explain the story of Rodney Spears. He was a homeless man my family and I decided to help and show kindness to. He became our friend and eventually got back on his feet after being homeless for a few years. In this photo, this was the first day I ever got to meet Rodney Spears. My dad knew him for a few days, or a few weeks, because he lived on the corner by my dad's job. Rodney had a truly inspirational story.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Keep going. Rodney lost his son in a car accident, and he lost Jesus when he did that. He turned to gambling as a way to cope and ended up living on the streets. In this photo, this was one night my family and I took Rodney out to dinner. We took him to see the Beatles statues and the We Love Houston sign. Here you can see how happy and how greatly we impacted his life. This is a photo of my dad and Rodney. And this is Rodney at Christmas dinner with us. This is him opening a gift, the jacket I gave him. And this is him singing karaoke with the guitar we had just gifted him. So now I'd like to talk to you about Friend the Homeless. Here you can see the shirts I have designed over many years for Friend the Homeless. At the bottom of each shirt, I always provide a Bible verse. On this specific shirt, it says, "A friend loves at all times," Proverbs 17:17. On this shirt, it says, "Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy," Proverbs 31:9. And this is a hoodie I created for Friend the Homeless. I actually have a representation of the hoodie right here. So on the top right corner, it shows two hands holding each other. And then down the sleeve, it says, "Friend the Homeless." And on the back, it says, "I choose to friend the homeless," with the Bible verse. In conclusion, helping the homeless not only changes their lives, but it affects the community and changes your life as well. We should all strive to go out and change the world by helping one homeless person at a time. It takes one simple stop in prayer to remind them that they are loved by Jesus and their community. So go out and be the change that this world needs. Thank you.